Hello everyone, welcome back to The Witcher 2. I apologise, at the end of the last part, for some reason my game just gave up and got stuck in a loading screen that wasn't even supposed to be there, and it just like crashed my computer, so I had to reload everything, reset everything. I was very, very scared that the file for the recording of the last part had been corrupted, which would have been really fucking annoying if it had, because then I would have had to go back and redo basically all the stuff I did in the last part. And then I wouldn't be doing it blind, which it would be really, yeah, not good. But thankfully that is not the case, and hopefully this should work. Do not give up on your game. There we go. It was there that it got stuck in a load screen that wasn't supposed to be there.
Recently.
Someone came in the easy way, huh? What's down this tunnel? Bit of money.
Well, well, the competition's here. Kill them!
Oh, great. Hey!
Plot thickens.
They must have descended straight from their quarter.
Player Nordling.
That guy, no.
Another guardian.
What's in this box?
Later Elorn. Lisa Elorn. Later dear.
Let me interact with this box. I want it. Legendary shrine.
It's reacting to my spell.
Another one of these?
A group of travelers wandering through the dark. 3 guides above them, so 3 were marked. At night they trailed a drake serpentine and a silver lady shining and fine. If only her visage she would deign to unfold. By day they followed a mountain vault, its riches untold.
Did I hear someone complain about the riddles being too easy?
Let's think this through. There are 9 alcoves, a fresco in each. That's 3 groups of 3 frescoes.
The riddle mentions 3 guides above the travelers. We must examine the frescoes, seek answers there.
I'll advise you about the riddle, but I will not take part in disarming the device. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, you don't say. Be nice if I could see. That's like some kind of... Serpent lady I talked to. And now they followed a mountain path. That's... on, that's not the right button. A group of travellers wandering through the dark. 3 guides above them, so 3 are marked. At night they trailed a drake serpentine and a silver lady shining and fine. If only her visage she would deign to unfold. Alright, at night they trailed a drake serpentine. So that's not... That looks like a waterfall of some kind. Doesn't mention a waterfall. Shining... A drake serpentine. That's one. How do I tell my companions to go there? That's the thing.
I expected a greater challenge. Thus far we've had but riddles fit for beer enthusiasts.
Too bad about Gaspar.
How do I... How do I tell my companions to...
I cannot hope to finish the research alone.
Solving the riddle isn't the problem, it's how to put my companions on the things. We talk to the...
A group of travelers wandering through the dark. At night.
Yeah, we got that.
What do you think of the first verse?
I would say it describes a serpentine dragon swallowing its own tail, which represents infinity and thus time. The hourglass likewise symbolizes time. In this case, the time of the traveler's journey.
I believe it's the dragon constellation. It would be visible at night. What's more, sources on alchemy invariably portray dragons as winged, and as an accomplished alchemist, Gehenna would also be a competent astrologer. The verse must refer to the constellation.
In alchemy, the winged serpentine dragon represents prime matter, an essential component in the process of alchemical transformation. The verse seems to indicate the allegory illustrating that transformation.
I think it's the hourglass.
I shall take that one.
Done. No.
A group of at night.
It should be the dragon constellation.
I shall take that one.
What do you think of the second verse?
To my mind, it speaks of the white rose, symbol of the Order of the Flaming Rose. You see, the fresco itself resembles a coat of arms, and in heraldry, silver is rendered as white. So the Silver Lady and White Rose are one and the same.
I think it describes the full moon. In alchemy, the moon represents both silver as a metal and the feminine element.
The order remains largely unknown in the south, so the White Rose seems unlikely. Every Nilfgaardian, on the other hand, has heard of the Imperial Nausicaa Brigade, which has the Death's Head as its symbol. The brigade's name is female, and they say death follows the unit. So the Silver Lady could very well be Nausicaa or the Death's Head.
Hold on, my ear just popped. They would have followed... Well, the guides are up ahead, so at night they followed the constellation. So I guess they would also follow the moon?
I think it's the full moon.
Allow me.
What do you say to the third verse?
It describes the precipice, the ravine amidst mountains. An ancient rule in alchemy states, as above, so below.
Newton's
The vault is the
something
ravine
floor.
into which the riches of the mountain flow.
We must read the third line literally. To me, it suggests the Mahakam Mountains and its mines, from which dwarves and gnomes extract many ores that are invaluable to alchemists. Those mountains are a vault in and of themselves.
The verse is not literal. In many legends, towers are in fact vaults, which the hero must penetrate in order to rescue an imprisoned princess or find a long-concealed magic item. The mountain vault is the tower.
I mean, I don't know. If they're looking for treasure or something, then it would be... Why wouldn't it be allegorical? I mean, why wouldn't it be literal? I'm gonna go with
The
it.
mine entrance in the mountainside. That seems logical. I'll stand next to that fresco. Let's see if we can solve this. Take your places.
Count me out. I want to live.
As you will.
Intruder detected.
Shit. What?
No!
But we got it right. Why did he die?
Our expedition has grown thin. Such a shame. I actually found those two amusing.
Shut up.
Of course, my lady.
A golem. So Darehenna's legend is true.
It is no more than an obedient machine created to follow orders and kill. Not unlike our Witcher.
Bitch? Excuse
So I
me?
guess we should get along famously.
You? What do you know about golems?
I don't run into them in every forest, but any good bestiary describes golems at length, and I've read more than my share of those.
Geralt, I'm not questioning your knowledge, but I should be the one to...
Shut up.
Actually, you are questioning my knowledge.
Yes. Yes, she
Listen,
is.
I know what I'm doing. I'll try to get it to reveal the word that'll deactivate it, or I'll just mess with its head. Break the code.
So now we've got a burglar in our midst. Be my guest. Try.
My intentions are good.
As are mine. Know, however, that this may change.
Darehenna must have been pretty lonely if he gave you eloquence.
The Master made me a guardian. Nothing less, nothing more. And you, provided you stand there, are a guest.
So you're aware you're an automaton?
Do we who we are, where we came from, and where we are headed. Is human life predictable in that the cycle of birth and death ensnares it? Better than mine. When a human is born, he is obedient to his parents. Later, he listens to tutors, masters, corporals. Finally, he succumbs to the will of death.
And to think that Adalbert questioned Derhenna's mastery. Who, if anyone, is allowed to pass?
Derhenna, but he is dead. Also guests may pass, but I stop intruders.
Tell me more. Who's a guest and who's an intruder?
Is it not obvious? A guest keeps his distance, or knows the name word. An intruder is anyone who enters too far, attacks me, or otherwise interferes with my being.
Has anyone tried to enter before?
I recall no intruders. I do, however, remember guests who left after being warned.
When was that? What did you discuss?
I am a machine. My memory is limited.
Convenient.
You're far more self-aware than a typical golem. Can you make sovereign decisions?
The master made me the way I am, because long discussions were to his liking. I can make decisions, within my program, of course.
So you decide who's a guest and who's an intruder?
Who else would? Guests chat innocuously, exerting no pressure. All others are intruders.
I have other questions. Do you remember your creator?
Of course. I was summoned into being by Master Derhenna. I abide by his will, by his power, by the necessity encased in my stone bowels.
Derhenna is dead.
His word, which animates me, lives on, as does his legacy, which I protect. Empires will rise and fall, rivers will shift their courses, but I will remain obedient to one master on my eternal watch.
I don't think trying to charm a golem would be a good idea.
Did your creator give you a name?
I'm called obedience and unyielding persistence. I am a guardian and the humblest of servants.
A golem's name is the word that gave it life, and that can take it away. You must have a name.
I own nothing. Everything belongs to my master. How could I divulge the name if I exist solely to protect my creator's property?
Powerful magic created you. Derhenna was a true master.
He is still, since his mastery survives.
Can we discuss the program that controls your behavior?
Of course not.
As a conscious being, you must be lonely here.
You are wrong. The pain of the world, melancholy, lies within the domain of emotions and feelings. My thoughts are governed by pure logic, restricted by my program.
But you can learn. They say that a penchant for philosophy can only come from curiosity.
In my case, it comes from the will of the master, who liked to speak with me.
And do you feel a need to discuss?
I feel nothing. I just have that need.
I have other questions. We're not getting anywhere with this. We came here for Derhenna's treasures, and we will have them.
I will not allow
Oh,
it.
was that a bad choice?
Stop the intruders.
Oh, fuck. I may have screwed up. Shit, 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 shit. So I chose the fight option by accident. Way to go, me!
We've done it. We've penetrated the Hennis laboratory.
Shame
Let's
you
have a
to kill
look.
it.
This is better than I'd hoped.
A great success for Nilfgaard, this mission.
Maybe you'll get that promotion.
Ideally, I would not like to. Oh, vitality, gold review, vitality. I don't know. I don't. Yeah, never mind. That's not.
Hannah's notes from a trip he took to Zeracania.
Too bad about Gaspar. Can you feel that?
My medallion's vibrating.
Another masking illusion. I'll try to disperse it.
Notes about the city's history.
Later Elorn, Lisa Elorn, later dear!
Contraption.
The device. What is it?
You've done your job. You'll be paid and...
Paid like the scholars were? They died once they were no longer useful.
They were never useful, but Cynthia insisted. Fortunately, they were so kind as to remove themselves without my help.
I'm not about to be that kind.
Adelbert, you know what you're to look for.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, where is Triss?
It's a prototype megascope. I didn't know it had survived.
What's it do?
The artifact detects an emotional bond with a person. Its user need only focus on that person and the device will establish a connection.
Great tool for a spy.
Yes.
Time you fulfilled your end of the bargain. What do you know about my past?
You were a rider of the Wild Hunt.
What?
I read the reports.
Don't the Nilfgaardians have anything better to do than write reports about witchers?
Not about witches. About you. You are the sole person to have been a member of the host. And survived.
What? That doesn't make any sense. She's saying he was with the Wild Hunt rather than pursuing them? That doesn't fit into any of the stuff he's remembered so far. I need to find Triss.
I'd like to try out the device.
You realize that can only end badly.
I want to
Cut
find
in again
Triss.
and I'll put you in my report. You may use it, but just once.
Giving state secrets away to a Nordling.
Fuck off.
Will you mention that in your report?
You're sure to be named a commander one day, Adelbert. But until that happens, be a good boy and do your job.
Article 22 of the Code is clear.
Oh, fuck
Suspicion
you.
of treason is sufficient grounds to strip a commander of power. Article 1 of my personal code is equally clear. Traitors must be subjected to the most painful death possible.
For fuck's sake. I hate fighting mages in this game. I'm gonna die. Well, I won, but I also died, so yeah, fair enough.
device. What is...
You've
paid like...
They were...
Adel,
Yes.
it's a
What's it?
the
Great. Time...
you were
Don't...
not a you ma-
Giving...
you
Article 20...
Alright, well, we defeated one of them.
I didn't expect that.
multiplication. Second year at the academy, all mages learn it.
I didn't expect you to take my side.
Well, now choose one person you wish to contact. After that, the artifact's mine.
Is there anything to prove I was part of the Wild Hunt?
Nothing. Apart from the fact that Nilfgaardian intelligence agents are drawn and quartered for lying in their reports.
An enlightened nation indeed.
You haven't the faintest notion how many people are interested in you. Very important people.
Just because I survived.
You're a former rider of the hunt, and you live. You may be the key to solving the mystery of the retinue, and they all know that. You must watch out for yourself.
How do you know I knew Letho?
I've read...
The reports, I know. Why are you warning me about him?
because I like you.
Let's say you've satisfied my curiosity.
Well then, consider me glad to have satisfied a witcher, whatever the way.
I guess we're friends now then? I can't say I like that.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't eavesdrop while I eavesdropped.
I shan't trouble you. I have a lot of work to do here.
Triss.
Your fate is in your hands, sorceress.
My fate? You haven't asked a single question about me.
Yet it is all up to you. Your situation is a comfortable one. Do not squander your chance. So, wish to tell me anything?
I'm a sorceress, an advisor to the King of Temeria.
I believe we agreed you would speak only of things I do not know about.
I hope you learned something useful.
I'm just sorry I can't use the artifact a few more times.
Its power has been depleted.
I understand. Thanks anyway.
She goes, I guess. that was interesting.
At your service.
Alright, where to next? Let's keep exploring.
Ah.
Renounce magic, I tell you!
Which,
Shatter your towers!
It's a brazen attack. King Radovid will learn of this.
And burn your
Radovid
hats.
sent them, you idiot!
Turn away the black cat!
Pull yourself together!
And the bat.
I'm very interested as to what Cynthia just revealed will mean for, well, for Geralt, for everyone really. Because if it's true, then who the fuck knows what could happen.
Constable John Natalis.
Interrex John Natalis.
So, even the Nilfgaardians have graced us with it.
Your Excellency knows well that our hosts are libertines and eccentric.
There's a message. Stop treating us like a victim.
Prepare for your final
We're
lesson.
dangerous and armed.
Final? But I'll have no discussion. This will be a practical object lesson. You'll learn what a
school?
sorceress can never agree to.
Oh shit, what?
Guess that was
Do you mind? Oh, is this another one of those rooms?
the medallion again.
Yeah, I don't know these. On another playthrough. Because that sure as hell will happen. So I need to find a way into there, which means oh well, I'm gonna fail that one. So we need to get there. We don't have the means to do that right now.
Prepare for your final lesson.
Final?
But
The absence of certain people is telling. The absence of others. Witcher.
Oh, what? Everyone wants to kill me!
Nothing special.
I've already been here. Can't do that. Oh, for fuck's sake, where did you come from? These guys just respawn. Uh-oh, now it's decided to not. Hold on.
Nothing special.
Renounce magic, I tell you! Shatter your towers and crystal balls! Break your wands!
Constable John Natalis.
Interrex John Natalis. He is regent.
Hardly. He's a gem.
It's not
I don't find it at all surprising. The factions were at each other's throats, so an outside man. This time is a message. Stop treating us like a victim.
I need to find a way to get into there, but I don't.
We're dangerous and armed, with the authority of the victor from Brenna behind us.
Whatever the case, there is a problem with Natalis.
I know. He's honest. We must think of it as a challenge.
Bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to figure this out.
Prepare for your final lesson.
Final? But...
I'll have no discussion. This will be a practical...
The absence of certain people is telling. The absence of others...
No.
Anything like that. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
No. I didn't mean to kill the fucking cats. No. Fuck.
Your very existence is an insult to the gods.
I'm gonna be fucking depressed for the rest of the evening now. I'm sorry. Cat's dying is... I used to have a cat. But he passed away 4 years ago. He got unlucky. And yeah, he was only 7.5. So yeah, cats dying is not something I like to see in anything ever. Because I still really miss him. That's all I'm good, but I can't see. Oh shit! Ah!
Your Majesty.
I've waited long for this meeting. You left Redania so suddenly I had no chance to give you the send-off you so richly deserved.
Your Majesty, I fail to understand why I have been arrested. I've done nothing but serve Redania's interests, supporting the rebellion, undermining Henselt, risking my own reputation on your behalf.
I'm no longer the little boy who believed your every word.
Why do you do this, Radovid? I was there at your most trying hours. Without me, you would not be the man you are. I don't understand.
You understand very well. You conspired against my father Vizimir, and against me. The entire Redanian court once trembled in fear of Philippa Eilhart.
Untrue, sire. You must let me explain. What are your charges, your Majesty?
Ambassador.
Triss Marigold was kind enough to compile a list of persons making up the secret society known as the Lodge of Sorceresses. Some Nilfgaardian sorceresses were members as well, but you need not be bothered with them, my lady.
Triss, you're mad!
The Lodge ordered Demaven killed. It ordered Foltest killed.
What?
I suspect you played a part in my father's death. And if I released you from the Dimeritium, you'd kill me too. You're finished, Eilhart. There will be a trial, due process, everything as it should be. But know that you shall not wriggle out of this. You shall be convicted of conspiracy, treason, and regicide. They'll rip your flesh from you in bits before they burn you at the stake. Throughout my childhood, I felt your cold stare on the back of my neck. When I issued orders, my subjects would search with their eyes for Philippa Eilhart's gesture of consent. The entire court at Tretogor looked on as you humiliated me. All Redania laughed behind my back. You taught me to look everyone in the eye. Forced them to lower their gaze, do you remember? A king must never show weakness, uncertainty, you said. I've mastered that skill. Yet there is one I could never force to submit. You. You've one chance to shorten your suffering. Admit to everything, here and now in the ambassador's presence. Look me in the eye and repent. Submit. As you wish. Torturer, put out those vile eyes.
You're making a grave error, sire.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
We will talk again, witch.
The Philippa Eilhart problem has been resolved. We must return to camp.
Wait here, Excellency. We'll scout ahead.
Intruder! Get him!
So you're just gonna look for the easy way out? Fine.
Long live the Emperor! Long live the Emperor!
Let me open it.
You're not easy to find.
Look what they did to me. Radovid.
How's
To
she still
think I
standing?
taught him magic tricks when he was just a boy. Free me, Geralt. I have to get out of here. Do you hear me? Help me!
You'll answer a few questions first. How does the spell work?
Saskia's will and mine are one. She cannot resist me. But fear not. There's no suffering involved. She merely believes me to be the most wonderful person in the world. As if she were in love. You know what's most beautiful? In spite of all this, she seems unchanged. She's retained her charm, her valor, her honor.
Was Shillard telling the truth about the Lodge, the assassinations?
He said exactly what Radovid wanted to hear. Half-truths, musings stripped of context, which differ very little from lies.
Did Triss take part in all this?
She's clean in those terms. Innocent as a child, but only to a point. I assure you, she has not been honest with you about many other matters.
Why did all this happen? Murdering monarchs, what interests did it serve? I can't fathom.
Help me get out of here and I'll explain all and lift the spell from Saskia. Take these shackles off me and lead me to my house. I beg you. I'll tell you everything. Everything.
I didn't track you alone. Yorvith can't wait to see you again.
My death would change little. Yorvith and all like him have no right to judge others.
So now I've got to decide whether to help her or Triss. I don't like this choice at all. I've been faithful to Triss this entire game. I mean, not just in that sense, but like, I haven't given up on her. Like, I've been quite vigorously pursuing her this entire time. And I want all of that to be worth it, you know? And where even is Saskia? And like if I help Philippa and we free Saskia, then Upper Eden will be like free and everything. But God, I hate this. I hate decisions. Why do I play video games? Why do I do this to myself? Because there's no right answer here. Every outcome has its own good and bad. Like, I want to free Saskia and I also want to find Triss, but I can't do both. I don't want to let her get away with this. Also, I don't know why she did it in the first place. Because... I mean, I guess having a dragon under your control is cool and all. But like... feel like I want to find Triss, I think. I mean, that's a consequence option. Is this...
Where's Saskia?
When I was arrested, she was with Sheila. They must be on their way to the deliberations by now.
Clock's ticking. Time is of the essence.
Why do you do this? Would you take vengeance on a blind woman?
Shillard said they've got Triss. I have to free her before they put out her eyes, too.
Going to the Nilfgaardian camp is suicide.
And leaving a friend is villainy.
Only I know how to break the spell that holds Saskia. Get me out of here. If I die, she'll remain forever spellbound.
I hate everything. I mean, I hate this and everything about this, but like, when I make these choices in these games, I try to think long term, and for me, I think long term means freeing Saskia. Much as I hate this, I'm sorry, Triss.
All right. But if you're lying to me...
Unbind me and lead the way. We must return through the sewers.
The shackles stay on, and you'll go first.
Shillard will raise the alarm.
No, he won't. We'll be long gone by the time he comes to.
Kill him.
I'm not into murdering unconscious old men. Lead on. No tricks, Phil.
I want to get out of here, and I want to live.
Walk? Sure you won't faint on me?
I'll manage. Will you remove my shackles?
No, I won't.
The manacles stay on.
Geralt and I are on the same page. This is not the way out. Where is the way out? Okay, well that's real helpful. This door hit us. No, okay. I guess I can't loot or interact with anything while I'm leading her along. You're there. Yeah, so about this,
Who did this to her?
It was Radovid's way of thanking her for the care she provided him when he was a child.
I saw him with his army on his way to the talks, whistling a tune.
Get me out of here!
Shut up, witch! You're alive only because you're still needed.
Damn right.
Philippa's promised to help us in exchange for her freedom.
And you believe her?
No.
Know a better way to free Saskia? What state is Saskia in now?
I've ordered her to carry out Sheila's bidding until I return.
Great. And Sheila will be at the talks?
Yes. She's probably there already, making certain the Lodge's plans do not fall through.
What's Sheila supposed to safeguard?
The restitution of the Council and Conclave, and the creation of a strong, independent state with Saskia as its leader.
With what aim?
As a bulwark, a defense against Nilfgaard. After years of chaos and destruction, the time has come to build. We wish to rule, yes. Where is the fault in that? Everyone wants to rule. And I know how to do that. Better than any other monarch in this city.
You can't hope to win the common folk's trust. Humans will never accept a sorceress queen.
Non-humans won't either, given what that old hag Finderbear has achieved.
They all believe in Saskia. They all trust her. The girl is a born leader, yet she has no political instincts. She's charismatic but not cunning, courageous but not fierce. She is just but lacks the required cruelty.
She is your very opposite.
Perhaps. Together we would be unstoppable.
What would you have done if Saskia hadn't been poisoned? If a certain foolish witcher hadn't gathered the potion ingredients?
I would have sought other means, but I couldn't miss that opportunity.
Bitch.
How do we free Saskia?
I have charmed a dagger with a counterspell. You must thrust it into the she-dragon's heart.
You mean your heart, witch? Do you mock us?
There is no other way. She must be struck with surgical precision, otherwise the counterspell won't work. All the blade's runes must touch blood, and its point must pierce a chamber of her heart.
We'll need to hold her down somehow.
Hold down a dragon? This is ridiculous. She's lying, Geralt. I don't trust her. Why would she even need this dagger? In a minute we'll hear that she planned to free Saskia herself.
Any time you cast a spell or a curse, you must have a counterspell at the ready. It's a basic rule of magic. I prepared the dagger just before I cast the spell, in case anything went awry.
A basic rule, but I don't know many mages who follow it. Where's the dagger?
My quarters. In Geoffrey Monk's former home, inside a well-secured chest.
I know the house.
Did you order Foltest murdered?
No!
Shillard claimed that Triss testified.
Triss doesn't know what she's talking about. The Lodge exists, and Triss has lost our trust. All that is true. But Foltest's assassination? That was not my order.
Let me guess that it's probably Sheila's, right? She's been dodgy this whole time.
Jorvith, know any way to get to Philippa's quarters unnoticed?
Through this sewer. We may encounter monsters, but we'll gain a lot of time.
Keep an eye on her. I'll go ahead.
Alright. I fully expect her to betray us.
There's something in there. I avoided this place earlier.
Knowing you, it's probably a damn good
turn up the brightness a little
Guarantee
bit.
do I have that will set me free?
None. Exactly.
Your dagger fails to work, or Saskia perishes from the blow, you'll be lost. And be assured, it will not be a quick death.
Can I just turn the brightness up a little bit?
You dream of that, don't you?
This place looks just like the last.
Same stench, too. Wait here.
Slow down. I can't keep up this pace.
The sooner you give us the dagger, the sooner you can lick your wounds, bitch.
Pain-killing spells require focus and precision. I cannot manage one now.
Die from the pain, then. Rest assured, no one will help you, nor weep for you. Keep moving.
Damn, I love your both.
Geralt, you'd best check the room before we enter. I don't like this.
No, neither do I.
Neither do I.
Me and Geralt are on the exact same page. What do you know? Hello.
Unshackle me. Remove the dimeritium. I can help you.
Shut up!
Yeah, we're having none of this shit. What's this? A summoning
Is this the
circle?
chest?
Describe it.
It's heavy, covered in runes. There's a circle and candles on the floor.
Yes. The very chest in which Geoffrey Monk kept his most valuable treasures. The dagger's inside.
How do we bloody open it?
The candles must be lit in a specific order. I figured it out. My notes are downstairs. After that, a simple spell will suffice. Remove my shackles.
No!
Geralt, do you know this ritual?
Only a mage can perform it.
Shut up!
I need to look at the notes first. After I light the candles, we'll remove the dimeritium, and you'll open the chest.
Where are her notes? let's take a look at these then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's easy enough. So this is 1. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nothing's happening.
My notes are clear.
What? I literally did exactly... Okay, let's try this other one then. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wrong sequence.
Try again.
Let's try this last one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to do this, like, visualizing it in the air in front of me, so you're probably wondering why I'm repeating numbers. I'm actually waving my hands around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now unshackle me. I'll open the chest with a spell.
Neither of us can utter it.
It's not something you learn in a moment. A trained mage is needed to
I'm
cast
stuck in the
spells.
circle, hooray.
The candles are lit. We need to hurry. Do as I say before I lose consciousness.
Try anything clever and you will die.
You can lift the spell binding her, but she'll never be human.
She's more than a Dwan. Someone who restored hope to the Enche.
She's a monster. If you think she can rule a realm of humans and elves herself...
Face it, Devian!
You'll suffer the consequences of your foolishness.
Look out, Geralt!
Yorvith? I knew she was going to betray us. Fucking called it. And she's trapped me in the circle with her.
Beautiful.
I love Geralt's sass. Oh shit. Can I have all the vitality, please? Thank you.
Leather cam.
Damn, you're ugly.
Can I trap it? Can.
Look out!
For fuck's sake. You have this fucking stun lock. I'm just gonna run in circles.
Bloody barrier! I can't penetrate it!
This is like that one golem fight in Origins in the Fade, where you have to fight the ogre.
Look out! You're on your own! I can't help you!
I'm well aware. fuck? He didn't even touch me. This might take a while.
Bloody barrier! I can't penetrate it! Leathercare.
If you would stun lock me, I'd appreciate it.
Look out!
I'm looking out. Just unlocking it this time. Let's go.
You're on your own. I can't help you.
Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I thought I was going to take many tries like the Karen fight, but no.
Amazing fight, Gwynblade! Get the dagger and let's get out of here!
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I haven't used any of these.
Let's hope this blade will do the trick.
A strange weapon. Never seen anything like it. I hope it works. Too bad Eilhart won't tell us anything more.
Keep in mind that the other sorceresses are here. Philippa may inform Sheila.
Or command the dragon.
I won't be surprised if I'm forced to fight Saskia. Confused by spells, she won't understand we want to help her.
You're probably right. But please don't kill her. Unless you must do so to save your own life.
I'll try my best, Yorvith.
Philippa will be far away by now. She was in pain. Let's hope that kept her honest.
She's bound to recover quickly and promptly return to conspiring.
She's out of the game for now. Time to join the talks.
I'll go ahead and see what we can expect.
Hold on. Is that the right? I don't think it is. Will we be able to unlock? Actually, will we be able to unlock that other door now? I don't know. Maybe. Yes.
Renounce magic, I tell you! Shatter your towers and... In a hurry to see the deliberations?
Here on urgent business.
Your dress seems to confirm it. Excuse you indeed. I suppose I couldn't much care. I've heard what I came to hear.
And what, pray tell, was that?
The rightful heir will ascend to the Edirnian throne. There will be peace in the land. What more could one want?
Prince Stennis is here?
King Stennis. Crowned 2 days past in Vengerberg. Merely send a messenger here. All those present promptly agreed that he will make a good ruler.
Well.
Prince Stennis. A poisoner, coward, and schemer. He trembled with disgust when he spoke to the peasants. Disdain flowed from him like vomit. But he didn't deserve to be lynched. That was not the justice Saskia fought for. Prince Stennis I, son of Demavend III, became the 17th king of Edirn. He won the hearts of the people. They saw him as the hope of the nation. The realm, ravaged by war, needed a ruler sensitive to the plight of his subjects. King Stennis I was just that.
Right. Well, that happened. I mean, I guess we have to go ahead with freeing Saskia anyway, but...
I see you took care of the guards.
I hate those monastic curs.
They're not paragons of virtue, true, but they were just doing their job.
Then they didn't do it well enough. Can we go now?
Yeah.
Yes, let's go.
Time to finish it.
Whether you like it or not, John Natalis, Temeria will be divided.
For the good of the entire North.
The united forces of Kedwin and Redania will end the fighting among the Elder Houses and secure peace from Gorsvelen to Ellender.
At present, Temeria is starting to resemble the Pontar Valley.
Which, if I understand correctly, is currently controlled by Edirn.
You are mistaken, Radovid. Vergen is free.
Free? What precisely does that mean?
Lormark is not Kedwin's, and Edirn no longer controls Upper Edirn. We have rejected Prince Stennis.
King Stennis?
And handed King Henselt's army a resounding defeat.
Your forces, my dear lass, are nothing but a motley array of rebellious peasants and elven brigands. Sooner or later they will need to swear allegiance to someone, or they will be defeated and dispersed.
The peoples of the Pontar Valley will swear allegiance to me, Queen Saskia. As an independent realm, we hereby speak in favor of reconstituting the Council and Conclave.
You're a lovely girl, but you issue from common stock. The sole crown you are worthy of donning is a wreath woven of wildflowers. Redania will recognize no other coronation.
In that case, you must choose, King Radovid. Will you carve up Temeria, or march on the Pontar Valley? Henselt, last of the line of the unicorns, has sworn to recognize the Pontar Valley as a free realm. Philippa Eilhart witnessed it.
Philippa Eilhart is in my dungeon, awaiting trial for treason.
Not anymore.
She was in your dungeon, Radovid, but is no longer. She will sit at my side in Vergen as my royal advisor.
Everything we did in Vergen will be in vain.
There's still hope. We have the dagger.
To the matter at hand. The document describing the Charter of the Council and the Conclave is, as previously ascertained, an exact copy of the Charter found in the ruins on Thanet Island. The more important question relates to the Conclave and its power to designate royal advisors. Today, randomly chosen mages and sorceresses reside at many courts. However, in the time of the previous Conclave, such persons were carefully chosen.
Why shouldn't we pick our own advisors?
These individuals bear great responsibility, Your Majesty. The Conclave needs to be certain they are competent.
And that they will keep the Conclave's interests in mind.
Obviously, sire. The Conclave's chief interest is the well-being and prosperity of the northern kingdoms. The document has been signed by every member of the Conclave we have proposed, as well as by all but one of the designated advisors. We await only Sheila de Tanseville's signature.
Without our royal seals, you should be allowed to designate advisors to cowherds at most.
That is true, Your Majesty.
My kings, before you sign this document, please hear me out.
Excellency, with all due respect, this matter does not concern Nilfgaard in the least.
I am here at King Henselt's bidding. Will you deny my right to speak?
What is the meaning of this?
This man tried to kill me this morning.
Letho?
He attempted to take an Imperial envoy's life in your lands.
I presume he was interrogated.
He confessed. Foltest and Demiven died by his hand. He also revealed the identity of his employers.
Sorceresses. They helped me with my assassinations. Speak on. The Lodge of Sorceresses sought to remove those rulers who acted against the will of mages.
Lodge of Sorceresses?
We have compiled a list. Philippa Eilhart, Margarita Loantil, Tris Merigold, Kira Metz, Francesca Findaber, Ida Emil, and finally, Sheila de Tanseville. To my deepest regret, 2 Nilfgaardian sorceresses, Siravar Anahid and Fringa de Vigo, were also members. The Emperor will deal with them accordingly.
Tris?
Our queen left to powder her nose.
Your Majesty, what's the meaning of this?
Arrest them all. Your document will have to wait, Honorable Sorceress.
You have no right.
Surrender now if you don't want another massacre, this time in Lochmuin. A court of law will reveal the traitors.
What game are you playing, Sheila? Oh shit. Where's your bed? Well, shit.
Geralt! We're trapped! I can't get through! Sheila! You must get Sheila!
Are you gonna be okay? God.
Turn back while you can, Witcher.
Hell no.
You can't stop me. Not you, not anyone else.
Bitch. Shit, no
If I
turning
have
right now.
to, I will kill you.
Come on!
just chilling out there. I think she's just fun. Come on, put your face in here so I can whack it. Said, when she first woke up, she said Sesentha. So her real name is Sesynthesis. That's why she said that. Wait, did I just die? Oh dear. Let's try that again, shall we?
Geralt! We're trapped! I can't get through! Sheila! You must get Sheila!
I'm going.
Stand back while you can, Witcher.
No. I refuse.
You can't stop me. Not you, not anyone else. If I have to, I will kill you.
I won't lose this in her face this time. How do you want dragons? I don't know.
I've already managed to stabilize the portal.
You've got nowhere to run. Sooner or later, somebody will find you.
I prefer to leave on my own terms.
Where's Letho?
Sesynthesis will tend to him, as she will to all the fools who get a hard-on at the mere thought of burning a sorceress at the stake.
Where is he?
I don't know, fool. I've been looking for him since Foltest's assassination. Letho cheated all of us. We were deceived by his dull face and sluggish stare. Don't you understand? The Lodge sought a way to get rid of Demavend, that's true. He was a weak, volatile king. Edirn would eventually choke to death under his rule. We chose the lesser evil. He had to be eliminated, and Letho happened to be at hand.
Foltest? Henselt?
We had nothing to do with that.
Henselt?
After assassinating Demavend, Letho used our gold and magical support to find and meet Yorveth. The elf was to help him hide until the matter blew over, or so I thought. The Lodge did not condemn Foltest to die.
Then who did?
Nilfgaard. Letho is the king of liars and emperor of traitors. From the start, he worked for the glory of the great sun and the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. He lied to everyone. Me, Yorveth, your stupid little Triss, and you.
Got any evidence?
A moment ago, I received a message from the Lodge's agent in Sintra. The Imperial Army is on the move. They're fording the Yaruga now. Do you think the North can defend itself in the current situation? And can you count on another miracle at Brenna?
I don't know, but you made it all possible and you'll answer for that. The stigma of treason is yours for all time.
We shall see. For no one will leave this city alive. No one will tell this story.
Oh yeah?
Philippa controls the dragon. As soon as I disappear, it will turn the city into a flaming tomb. We may have lost a battle, but the war is just beginning. You, however, shall not take part in it. This is your end, Witcher.
Farewell! Something's not right! The diamond!
Someone replace the diamond! This one's flawed! I'll be torn to bits! Geralt, remove it!
Kinda seems to me like you had this coming, dude.
The diamond! Remove the diamond! I'll give you anything you want!
Alright, fine.
You waited long enough. Should you survive, go south to Nilfgaard, where you'll find Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Yen?
Farewell, Witcher.
That's probably gonna have consequences. Oh shit.
Guess they'll never learn.
Why don't you get stun locked? And skills with a Z. Okay, can I just stand here and wait for my health to restore? Quite the view. I won't lie. Dodging that. there. Yes! Oh wow. Holy shit. Dagger? What is it? It had to... Oh, he's restraining her. So we can stab her. Oh, ooh. That's not good.
I think we can skip the niceties.
Yeah, unnecessary.
Yet I sense your readiness to fight on.
We were fighting to the death just minutes ago.
I understand. I believe I owe you part of my treasure. Family tradition and all.
No need. Can you make it back to Vergen?
I think so. I've always healed quickly in the past.
Philippa took advantage of the chaos and escaped. Think she could reveal your secret?
It's nothing I can control. I don't intend to pursue her. We may or may not meet again, but I shall leave that to fate.
She's not one to give up easily. I think she'll come after you again, try to take control, as soon as she's done licking her wounds.
I shall be cautious next time, and I know much more about Eilhart than she would ever wish.
Yeah. After walking in on Philippa and Cynthia. Yeah, by the way, I'm trying to keep it down because it's 1 AM. And there are other people in this house.
Keep that knowledge until you need it.
Philippa is a tragic figure. That's all I can say.
Can you tell me what'll happen to Yorvith now?
Let's be honest. He's a terrorist. I'll not lie about him nor whitewash his deeds. He must earn respect on his own, and perhaps, a few generations on, humans will forget.
Did you intend just to use him?
Geralt, Yorvith has killed more humans than you've eaten chickens. He's not one to be used. It's not that simple. He came to believe in me and knew from the start what we were fighting for. He made a choice.
Sure you don't know what I'm talking about? Those baby doe eyes, that intense misty gaze, the pouting.
We shared a cause, fought side by side.
Yorvith did and would do anything for you. Question is, what are you prepared to do for him?
There will always be a place for the Scoia'tael in the free Pontar Valley. As to Yorvith himself, I've heard many say crude things about us. Thing is, as long as I can remember, I've found dwarves fascinating. Must be a dragon thing. And though preferable to a human, an elf would be a compromise.
Uh-huh. You and Yorvith gonna be a little thing?
Sheila and Philippa have lost. The Lodge has been defeated.
That's good, though temporary. I fear we shall hear of them again.
You know, Emir's armies have crossed the Yaruga.
I expected as much, as did Philippa. We defeated the Edirnian lords and Henselt. With a bit of luck, we'll defeat the Emperor as well.
Time I was on my way.
You shall always be a welcome guest in Bergen. I underline guest.
Don't worry, I'm only ever a visitor.
I know. Sometimes I wish I could see the future, like my father.
And sometimes it's better to be surprised.
Farewell, Witcher.
Could someone give Geralt a hug? Everything's kind of gone to shit. And Radovid is doing something, I guess.
Your handiwork, sire.
In the beginning, there was chaos.
What happened to Triss? Is she okay? Dovith, hey. Can we get a hug, please?
What happened to Saskia?
She's alive. Wounded from our scrap, but alive. She impaled herself on a tree, and then I had to use that dagger. But she'll make it. Mountain air is good for a dragon's hide.
You're the most noble human I know, Gwynblade.
I'm no human.
I'm glad you reminded me. My hatred for the species abated for a moment.
What about Letho?
Strange thing. He sits in the Temerians' former camp. I believe he awaits you.
How do you know?
I saw him. He's got Triss.
What?
Let's go. Tell me what happened here on the way.
While you were fighting Saskia,
We have to find
the city was staged to a bloody spectacle.
The players?
There were many. At first, it was a hunt for the traitors, but it soon turned into a hunt for all mages. And there were a few skirmishes between Kedweni, Redanian, and Temerian troops. Rape, pillage, and murder. Not necessarily in that order. The pastimes of the Order's pious knights. And the regular troops soon followed suit. The kings, with their choice units, left the city just after the dragon attack.
And the Nilfgaardians?
Remained neutral. That is to say, they shot anyone who dared approach their camp.
What? Come on. We need to find Triss. If that's... oh, there's a doorway.
When we're done with you, you'll be a lump of whimpering meat.
Slice that bitch.
Elf! Kill the non-human.
One or both?
Sons of bitches!
Will you be all right?
Yes, thank you. Leave me.
What happened here?
When the summit ended, we hid in one of the houses, but they found us. They cut off both my sister's hands so she wouldn't cast spells. But I managed to escape. They caught me here.
Let's go, Gwynblade. This is madness. Lochmuin has changed. That's what it looks like now.
Gee, thanks for the reminder. Oh. This is... Yeah, I think maybe you're right.
I think I heard something.
Imperial troops.
Right. I want to be out of here sooner than later.
Long live the Emperor!
Oh, for fuck's sake, you again.
Long live the Emperor!
You're being such a bad.
Long live the Emperor!
This game is pretty short for an RPG.
Finish your story.
I managed to sneak into the Nilfgaardian camp. It was relatively quiet there. Then I saw Letho leading Triss out.
They let him go?
No one dared stop him. I followed him. I think he noticed me, but didn't seem to care. Once the fighting died down, he went to the former Temerian camp.
Is Triss all right?
Yes. Letho defended her from marauders.
What game is he playing? Anyway, as I was saying, it's probably around the same length as Mass Effect 1, minus the filler. Like, well, obviously this game doesn't have filler, the way Mass Effect 1 does, but yeah, they're around the same length. Maybe this is probably slightly longer. So really, it's not that short for an RPG. Oh, Jesus. Mind telling me what's happening?
Stop, Yorvith. I'm going alone.
Why?
This is between the two of us. Take care of Triss until I return.
Your choice.
Mine, indeed. There's one more thing you need to know. Nilfgaard's armies have crossed the Yaruga. War is inevitable.
Vafail, Gwynblade. Don't get killed.
Farewell, Yorvith. If I don't return within the hour, find Saskia and leave without me.
Triss?
Are you all right?
Yes. He saved me from the Nilfgaardians, and defended me from the troops.
It's time to end this. Yorvith's waiting. I'll catch up with you soon.
Geralt, he knows a lot.
I know, Triss. That's why we need to talk.
Don't get killed, Witcher.
I won't.
At least she isn't angry. That's something. That's the diamond from Sheila's teleporter.
Took you a while?
Is that bauble from Sheila's megascope?
Mm-hmm. My final prank. I switched the diamonds. The one in the megascope has a flaw. Minute. But just large enough to warp the teleport. The Emperor's magic theorists assured me the effect would be spectacular.
I let her escape.
You're heartless. You've no idea what the Royal Witch Hunters have in store for her. A lot of pain for a long time.
I don't doubt it. So, ready to lay your cards out on the table?
No matter the game, there comes a point when all the players need to show their cards. I love that moment. But first, vodka.
I don't trust that one bit.
I only drink with friends.
What about old acquaintances? Eh? Recovered your memory yet?
Not entirely.
Remember how we first met?
Yeah, I saved your life. Couldn't think of a nicer way to pay me back?
Frankly, I couldn't. I mean, taking care of another man's woman, Yennefer. I can't fathom what you saw in her, but I suppose there's no accounting for taste.
Yen.
The winter solstice 1270. Midinvern, the night of magic. Letho wasn't lying, the hunt had stopped. At the Hanged Man's Tree, the spectral riders selected from among those they had taken. Yennefer was among them. A wraith cannot be killed, only driven away. Every witcher knows that. Yet the riders fell beneath the blows of our witcher's blades. Crimson blood flowed from under their dead men's armor. We could not kill them all. They were simply too many. A stalemate. He was different from all other elves. There was no shame in his gaze. He had never suffered persecution. He had endured no massacres. Humans had not taken his land. This elf was not of this world. He was an invader. We struck a deal. My soul for that of Yennefer. He agreed without hesitation.
So Geralt came to ride with the hunt? That's how that happened?
Back with me, friend. Got the feeling you left for a minute.
Memories. I remember the Hanged Man's Tree and the Wild Hunt. I remember the exchange. Me for Yennefer.
So, cards out on the table. Unless you chase me all that way just to kill me.
I chased you for lots of reasons. You owe me some explanations to start with.
Let's say I do.
How did you know where we'd find the Wild Hunt?
Every witcher who wears the viper around his neck knows the place. We had so many books and scrolls about the hunt that I used to think our school was founded for the very purpose of solving the riddle of the spectral riders.
Know who they are? You know the true identities of the riders?
From what I understand, they're some damn elven race. But they turned out to be a big ruse. The legendary omen of war proved to be a fairground attraction.
No Market Square mage could possibly conjure up a cavalcade of wraiths speeding across the sky. Then there's the amnesia. No, there's something more, I assure you.
Go ahead, enlighten me. I can tell you want to.
There are a lot of legends and myths about it, but the Wild Hunt is a fact. I've fought and killed many of its wraiths. They were spectral emanations, the avatars of real riders. The riders we ran into by the Hanged Man's Tree.
Are you telling me you were carried off by elves? Real material sons of bitches like the ordinary kind we deal with in this world?
They may be ordinary in their world, but they're strangers in ours. The conjunction of spheres, you know the theory. Do you know how monsters appeared in our world?
There's not a witcher who doesn't know that.
So you know there are other spheres. The most powerful of our mages can open passages between these worlds, and they usually do that to summon the monsters we then have to hunt. The elves we saw come from another world, and they weren't summoned. They found the way on their own. It's not exactly easy, so they usually send their spectral emanations. They come in person on special missions.
As they did for you and Yennefer.
Mm-hmm.
So, elves from another world and their trained wraiths. What did they want from you?
I've got an idea, but that's not your concern. How did a witcher agree to kill humans at another human's bidding?
At the Emperor's bidding, Geralt. And he's no ordinary human. The rulers of the North come up to about where his Pauline's end.
Why?
Simple. He promised to rebuild the School of the Viper. The Witcher's Order where I came to be. Witcher's schools in the south fell into ruin long ago. And Witchers themselves became internal exiles, banned from entering most cities. Besides Seret and Ox, I know of 2 other witches of the School of the Viper who should be alive and on the path. I don't know where they are. Haven't seen them for years. Now they can come out of hiding. They can come home.
Why are you still here? Why did you wait for me this time?
I knew you wouldn't give up. I knew you'd pursue me. And I don't aim to hide anymore. Fact is, only you know the truth about me. Well, and a couple of folks whose word isn't worth spit anymore. I never saw you as a foe. I want to go my way. But if I have to fight you first, so be it. This story ends here and now.
Care to tell me what it was all about?
Kill as many rulers as we could. Lay the blame on the sorceresses. Breed chaos. Prepare the North. Soften it before the invasion. And you know what's incredible? We could not have imagined more fertile soil. No matter what the war's outcome, the northern monarchs will accuse one another. Pursue their God-given rights. Seek vengeance and be at each other's throats for years to come. The North resembles a whorehouse on fire, as your friend Dandelion would say.
Tell me about Yennefer. What happened after I departed?
She was feverish for several days, delirious, in agony. We thought that was it. She was on her way out. Somehow she recovered. But even then she was disoriented. Amnesia like you.
So that's how we got amnesia.
What then? Well, the woman turned out to be quite a character. Throwing temper tantrums, trying to seduce Ox, trying to drive a wedge between us. After you so nobly sacrificed yourself, we thought it'd be dumb just to leave her somewhere. She wouldn't have survived more than a month. The whims and vigor of a duchess, but she was just a sorceress with no memory. We were in the heart of the Empire. And as I'm sure you know, Geralt, in Nilfgaard, mages who behave like that either drop their bad habits quickly, or are drawn and quartered by horses in the middle of Victory Square.
So I heard.
So we set out, wandered through the provinces. Everywhere we went, she got in trouble and we pulled her out. Then one day they captured us. The Imperial Secret Police. Me, Ox, Seret, and Yennefer.
Imperial Secret Police?
Mm-hmm. We were separated, and they questioned us. Long and thoroughly, but it was uneventful. No violence. That's how I met Vatia de Rideau. And a couple of weeks later, the Emperor himself. Me. A simple witcher.
What happened to Yennefer?
I don't know. Never saw her again. The Emperor offered me a mission in the northern kingdoms. As for Yennefer, I had the feeling she was somehow important to Emir. As I see it, they learned of the Lodge from her. Those Imperial spooks have their ways. All I heard is that Vatir had his men watch Yennefer closely throughout the time she was at the palace. Then we went off to slay the kings of the north. That's where my knowledge ends.
So she's in the Empire?
She was when I left.
So, this is all starting to make sense now. Like, I'm gonna lean in close to my mic because I have to be quiet. So, at the start of the first game, Geralt is running from the Wild Hunt and wakes up with amnesia. And the same thing happened to Yen. So before that, he was running with them because he traded himself to save Yen. It's all making sense now. I love this. I love that we're slowly filling in the picture, you know?
I'm done talking. Let's finish this.
Wanna fight?
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here.
Damn, you're just chugging that stuff right down.
The Imperial army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak. Pure pandemonium will ensue. The North's finished. Time to go south, where the good life awaits.
You're a fool, Letho. Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing. Misfortune brings people together. Very shortly, the North could be united like never before, thanks to you. But that's just not my concern anymore.
I'm not your foe. I never was. Let me walk away and I will. You'll never see me again. Force me to fight, and this time I'll kill you.
I'm inclined to be merciful, as per usual in these games. Though I don't know, he could be a force to be reckoned with in the future. So... yeah, I mean... alright, go.
I've learned all I wanted to know. I can feel the memories coming back. Your death won't change a thing. Go where you will.
Just like that. No threats. No words of wisdom.
You going or not?
Farewell, Geralt.
Awkward little wave. Goodbye, guy who I've kind of been at odds with this entire time. Little hand wave. Ah yes, the power trio. What's this guy? A ladybird? Why is Yorva's bowstring drawn when it's on his back? That makes total sense.
The Witcher had traveled far and wide in search of the Kingslayers. Along the way, he had met both the righteous and scoundrels, Bernard Laredo amongst the latter. Laredo sold Flotsam to Kedwen and scattered the local non-humans to the four winds. Flotsam became a military base. Its civilian population was resettled.
That's sad.
In Edirn, the Witcher witnessed Saskia the Dragonslayer achieve a great victory. The Pontar Valley, previously Upper Edirn, became a promised land for outcasts who dared dream of freedom. Even sly old Zoltan Chive came to believe in this land of bliss. Yet dark times approached for the architects of the New Order. Dark clouds had been gathering over Temeria since Foltest's death. Stripped of its king, the land was like a rich cloth which nobles began to shred. These minor scavengers, however, scurried off in fear when true predators reached out for their prize. The summit at Loch Muin sealed the fate of Foltest's realm, when Radovid of Redania and Henselt of Kedwen divided it between them. A tempest descended on the north, at least partly the work of manipulative mages. It seemed the turmoil in Temeria, Aedirn, and Kedwen would benefit them most. Common folk turned against sorceresses and all magic freaks, witchers included. Castles that had hitherto welcomed mavens of the magic arts now shut their gates to any who sought shelter there. A witch hunt ensued. It was a time of great uncertainty, of rape accomplished by royal decree. Yet as troubled as the day seemed, we, who had in some way shaped the world's fate, finally received some respite. Zoltan resumed the quest for his beloved's hand, and I laid my head in the laps of the muses.
Oh.
Who could have known this tempest which had ravaged the north was but a harbinger of darker days, and the preamble to an entirely new tale of Geralt of Rivia.
Mm-hmm. What a game, y'all. This... I mean, I'm really tired now. It's like nearly 1:30 in the morning. But like, you all want to hear my thoughts on this game, right? Well, for one, I think it's been absolutely fucking incredible. I mean, certainly not one of my favorite games, I think, but... well, not my favorite game. That remains Origins, always forever. But I have absolutely loved this, and I definitely will play it again at some point. Because, like... yeah. I mean, especially compared to the first game, where everything was just kind of dull and it tested my patience to its absolute limits. I have played the ever-loving shit out of this, and I think I started it probably like a week ago, and I've already finished it. I've absolutely loved this. Absolutely loved it. And I am so excited to go on to the third game, because I've heard that it's even better. I mean, there's just something about this game that it just draws you in, you know? Even if it's quite a dark game, it just has this certain, especially the earlier chapters, just had this certain whimsical element to them that just was so captivating. And for a game that came out in 2011, those visuals were insane. I mean, I'm playing on potato settings because my computer is a bit shit, and yeah. But yeah, I am. This game has made me fall in love with this series. Maybe not quite to the extent of that Dragon Age did, but I mean, I'm invested in this story now. Like, the first game, it's like, yeah, fine, whatever. But this one, it grabbed me and didn't let me go. Well, the first one I just found was a chore to get through. This one is just, it blew everything out of the water. And yeah, it's so great, man. I mean, going into this series, I was iffy about, like, the premise of it, not being able to play as my own character, and having to play as, like, a pre-existing character. But that's something that works so well to this game's advantage, now that I've played it. I feel like having a voiced protagonist works a lot better in this scenario, because I found myself really enjoying Geralt's sass, just his general attitude towards things. So yeah, I have really enjoyed this. I don't really know what else there is to say. I know I've gone in depth into characters and stuff back in in Dragon Age, but I feel like this kind of game doesn't place as much emphasis on its companions. Not that there really were companions per se, but the other side characters definitely didn't get as much of a focus. And it certainly didn't leave room to build those relationships like you can in BioWare games. But then again, I think that works. It really does work in this scenario. So yeah, I could just vibe to this music all day, man. So good. After playing Inquisition for as many hours as I have, I can sort of come to expect RPGs to be very long and drawn out, but thankfully this game was not that. It was really tightly written, which I really appreciated. None of the side quests felt out of place or tedious. It was structured really well, and yeah, I just really enjoyed playing through it. I'm really excited for what comes next. Okay, can I skip the credits now? This is getting old. Post-credit scene of some kind? A hair? A guy? Someone who can hunt without any kind of weapons. Where's this? Skywalker situation. The world as we know it nears its end, yet the past remains the key to the future. Well, there we have it. Thank you everyone, to all the people who have watched this playthrough, who have liked my videos, etc, etc, all YouTube jazz. Yeah, this has been The Witcher 2, and I'll see you guys in Witcher the 3rd Wild Hunt. See you guys next time!